Hey, call me Shape, and today I'm reacting to a video titled "She Was Murdered by Her Husband and Red Pill Men Are Justifying It." Let's get right into it.
A tragic and insane story is going viral on the internet after a woman by the name of Jennifer Sheffield was murdered by her ex-husband just 2 weeks after posting a video online praising him for his response to her wanting to get a divorce. Absolutely insane and tragic, but what's even more insane is how people are responding to this online, many of whom even justifying the actions of her ex-husband who took her life and then took his own. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
All right, today we're going to be talking about Jennifer Sheffield, and we're going to get straight into a video that she posted on December 10th on TikTok, where she's actually talking about her relationship with her going-to-be ex-husband as she's filing for divorce, and she's praising him, saying that he's handling the situation really well. Of course, this doesn't end well, as Jennifer's life is taken by her ex-husband in an apparent murder-suicide. He shot her and then shot himself. Let's watch her video.
So, about to be a newly single mom, and I am in the middle of a divorce. My husband is being incredible though, like really and truly. Like we're working together, everything's great, we're splitting everything down the middle, like, you know, everything is good. It is a very civil divorce with our daughter in mind, and I really appreciate that. However, you know, I'm gonna be on my own, single income right now, and he will be helping with her, he will be supporting her, you know, so essentially, like, I'm really thankful for that, and that I will not have to worry so much about supporting her. However, I will be on a very limited income, with buying a new house and, you know, paying a mortgage and all that stuff. So, I've never done this before. I've never been on my own before. So if you have any tips, saving money and making money, anything like that, like, I would really appreciate it. Like, you know, coffee at home, you know, I take caffeine pills, I do my own hair, nails, everything. Like, I do all that. So yeah, if you just have any tips, like, I would really appreciate it, because, like, I'm a little scared right now.
All right, so that's the video in question that's currently going viral. Now, it seems like her, being Jennifer, and Brandon Sheffield had 2 daughters, now only 1 daughter between the 2 of them. I don't know if the second daughter was Brandon's or hers. I believe the daughter was Brandon's, given that the last name for both daughters is Sheffield. But nonetheless, the daughter that they shared is now orphaned, as the mother and father are dead. And it's just absolutely insane to watch this play out online and watch these videos go viral. And I actually took some time to look into her account on TikTok. She posted a lot of just like household videos, getting ready, her time working in the medical field, being a band mom for one of her daughters, a lot of very upbeat, positive videos that of course led up to her video explaining that she was going to be a single parent. Now, what's crazy about this is obviously the storyline of her posting this video praising her husband and then him going on to take her life and his own. But what's even wilder than that is the responses that I'm seeing online, particularly from men that are justifying the actions of this husband and explaining that with the way he felt over their divorce and the possibility of losing custody, that it made sense that he took this action against Jennifer Sheffield, taking her life. Let's read some of the tweets that I found here. This is Richard Cooper, who says she's taking the kids and him for everything he's worth. I guarantee that's why he did this. What women do and say are often very different. Sad outcome. Now, what's wild about this is there is absolutely no evidence that exists on the internet in any sort of reporting that Jennifer Sheffield was attempting to take away the kids from this man. In fact, if we go based off of the singular...
Wait. She just said that he's going to support her and the daughter, right? So, all right. Let's go through this. First of all, Red Pill men, we don't justify murder. And I'm tired of the fact that we're getting blamed for everything. And I'm not even necessarily Red Pill. I guess you could say I'm Red Pill adjacent, and I make content in the Red Pill manosphere, if you will. But we don't encourage murder. This guy was clearly beta for unaliving her and unaliving himself. He clearly was beta, you know what I'm saying? And so we actually don't believe in soulmates. I think he's probably someone that believes in soulmates. So when she decided to leave him, he probably thought his whole life was over and decided to take it take it in his own hands. So no, we don't condone this, or the Red Pill doesn't condone this. Not that I could speak for the Red Pill, but I just know the Red Pill doesn't condone this. And so, nice try. She did use Rich Cooper as, I guess, someone being a pillar of the Red Pill, but he's just one person with one idea. Okay, I don't look at Rich Cooper as the god of the manosphere or anything. He's just one creator. We have some extreme creators, and we have some creators that are in the middle. You know, and I think this is a reach at best, but let's see what else she has to say.
That we have about their relationship, she explains that he's doing really well during the divorce and that he intends to take care of the daughter that they share and has been doing so through this tumultuous time period. Now, if she was planning to take custody away from her husband, would she make a video online explaining just how wonderfully he's taking the process of divorce and how wonderfully he's taking care of their child? I don't think so. But thanks for your input, Richard. To which Gia McCool responds, and this is a woman. She responds to this, correct. It's why she went to social media for validation. Now, I'll be the first to say I'm not a fan of people going on social media, airing out their dirty laundry for the public, but it didn't seem as though she was doing that for validation. It seemed as though she was very clearly asking for advice from people online who may have been through a similar situation before. And it's interesting that people are choosing to project their own personal biases onto this story where we have little to no information. All we have is this video from Jennifer Sheffield, her previous posts on the internet, whatever Brandon has previously posted on the internet, and the reporting that they have both died in this murder-suicide. Now, I'll look to previous posts from Jennifer Sheffield where she has asked her audience and those on TikTok for advice. Let's take a look at this one.
All right, so I do need some more advice now. Update on my last video. I have been hearing from God. Now that I'm feeling God's presence, it's like, bam, out of nowhere, just something happens. Like, is this a good thing? Is this like, I need some words of encouragement here. Like, does this mean I'm doing something right? That, like, I've opened up my heart, I've opened up my mind to listen to God, and I feel like he has been talking to me. Not as loud as normal, but like he's been talking, and then just literally out of nowhere. Oh, and I destroyed my finger. Like, this is good, right? Like, the devil is after me because I'm walking with God. I'm doing the best I can. And then, right? Like, please help. I know TikTok has all the answers to literally everything. So, just words of encouragement, please.
No, I don't know her situation.
Okay, I hate when people put God in everything, but rest in peace to this young lady. It's very tragic what happened to her. And as you can see, someone could say, God this, God that, and then look what happened next, okay? Scary, she said the exact words. Look what God did. Bang, out of nowhere. Bang, out of nowhere. Scary to think about it. That didn't age well. I will say this, though. Respect to her and her family. If I had to look and just judge her based on her social media platform, TikTok profile, she is doing things for validation. This is what men we call for the streets, is that she's living for online validation from her audience. She had like 14,000 people following her on TikTok. So she's living for this audience and putting her life on display like she's a zoo. She's a monkey in a zoo, right? Like she's a zoo animal. And that the audience gets to see what she's doing, and this is what we like. This whole vlogging about your life, I get it. It's content. People do content. Listen, I'm a content creator. I guess I can't hate. But I just think this idea of when people vlog, which you're allowed to do, it's self-aggrandizing, right? Most people, they fail on YouTube. They fail on these social media platforms because they come on here and they just talk about their lives like they got main character syndrome and anyone else cares. No one else cares. She was able to catch a wave, got an audience to follow her, people cared about her, and so now the audience was involved in her marriage. And now when she's getting a divorce, she's bringing it to TikTok and telling people, oh, I'm getting a divorce. Any tips and blah, blah. Like, all this is part of the drama of her getting a divorce. And for women, it might be just fun and games, ha, 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 feminism, said I could get another man. And it looks like the guy that unalived her, apparently he was a father of one of their children and maybe he adopted another one of her kids. So here's a guy who's clearly beta. adopting the child of a single mom, and then she decides to divorce him. Look at that. What's the reward? And we talk about this in the Red Pill all the time. What's the reward for dating a single mom in a scenario like this where you have a kid with her and now she turns you into a single father after you already married to her? It was a bad scenario, bad situation for him. I don't agree with what he did, but clearly it was a crime of passion, right? And so even if he didn't unalive himself, he might be able to defend himself as a crime of passion. He was enraged and whatever, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it's probably more premeditated because, well, I don't know. We don't really know the information about this. We're shooting in the dark. We're throwing spaghetti at the wall. I don't know. I can't really speak to this, but I just want to make sure I mention the fact that this is not something our community would justify. Just because Rich Cooper said something, he doesn't speak for everybody. The whole point about being Red Pill is just seeing things as the truth. That's all it is. Seeing things as they really are, not as the propaganda that they were packaged and indoctrinated into us. That's what the whole thing about being Red Pill is. It's not all this other stuff that people are trying to make it, but I get it. It's a keyword that people are going to use to attack men who are trying to go their own way.
Very interesting that a little over a month and a half after this, her life would be taken. Clearly, she was struggling with something in her life. We don't know what that video was about, but it's astounding to watch this play out and people justify the actions of the man. And we're going to read more of these responses. Jeff Younger, who is actually a man who has gone through his own custody battle. And I'll explain Jeff Younger's situation very briefly. He had a child that was pushed to transition by the mother in their family dynamic. Now, he fought for custody of that child. He lost custody of his children because of this battle over transgender ideology and gender theory. I feel really bad for Jeff Younger and his struggle to get his kids and be a father there for them. And he now says not only are his kids lost as far as custody, but he will not go through the supervised visitation that he's been granted by the court because he doesn't want that dynamic to be present within his family. I understand his struggle. I understand what he's been through, but he's now projecting his struggle onto this situation where a woman had her life taken and then the husband and father went on to take his own life, leaving these kids orphaned. Jeff Younger tweets out, "She was taking the kids," in response to this video. Again, another justification of the actions of this man. We'll read.
Listen, I don't know if you understand this, or maybe you don't, Amala, but as men, we were designed to protect our family. And it's unfortunate that there's these family disputes where a woman wants to take the kids, right? But as a man, and I'm not justifying what happened. It's wrong, right? It's wrong. But let's see where we can understand what these people are trying to say. What they're trying to communicate is taking someone's kids as a man is a violation. That often for men, they want to come to defense of their children. This man, his child is being transitioned against his will, and the court system is supporting him. The community, is against him. The community is against him. And now it's to the point where if he wants to see his child, he needs supervision. This is what society has done to ruin men. Okay? So Jeff Younger's situation, I understand why he said she's taking the kids, because what he's trying to say is that we have children, and when it comes to men and our children, it's almost like the children don't belong to us. They only belong to us when it's time to us to pay the bill. Kids only belong to men when it's time to pay child support. That's it. When it comes to making decisions for our family, when it comes to defending our family, when it comes to leading our family, all those decisions currently right now are unanimously by women, right? Unilaterally, women have full control of if our children are born, if our children transition, or if our children are in our custody or not. There are some situations where a man can win custody, but the default is everything I just said. That's the default. And men, we're sick of it. We're tired of this. This is no reason to harm someone or yourself, right? Again, I see where the guy was upset, but he's a beta, and you got to understand that this is not how you deal with a scenario like this. And if I was in his scenario, right, I'll let him divorce me and go on my life and try to become great and find somebody else. There's not one girl in the world that's worth losing your life and taking her life for. There's not one. Not one. Unless the only exception I can think of is in self-defense. If someone's trying to, use lethal force against you and you use lethal force against them, I understand, right? But outside of that, as a crime of passion, I'm the kind of person, I said this to before, I don't know if I said it to you as my audience, I know I said it on a live stream before, is I'm the kind of guy where let's say I'm dating a girl, I'm living with a girl, and I come home late one night, or I come home early from work one day, let's just say I came home early for the day, she wasn't expecting me, and I catch her in bed with another man. Let's say I walk right in, and they're in the heat of the moment. I'm the kind of guy, I will look at them and say, oh, my bad, I'm sorry for interrupting, walk out, close the door, and she'll never see me again. Okay? When women do egregious things like what he believes she's doing, you don't harm them physically. You walk away. That is red pill. Red pill is not, violence. No, we're not encouraging that. And neither was Rich Cooper. Neither was Jeff Young. But I think what they're trying to say is that when men get separated from their children, understand the loss it is for us. And how we feel hopeless and we want to defend our children. We want to protect our children. This is what we're here for. And now they're being stripped away from us without any input from us. Right? Without any, it's almost as we have to acquiesce into the removal of our children. So that's where the anger is. I still think it's misplaced because, again, you want to be dangerous as a man, but you don't want to turn that danger onto your family. It's not what it is. I don't agree with that. I don't support that. Rest in peace to the young lady. I'm sad for her family, and I'm going to look forward to seeing what more information comes out about this because I'm curious what really did happen. What really did happen. Anyway, like this video, subscribe to the channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you over there.